The Chris Smith Show. This is All Things Automotive with Sydney City Lexus and Sydney City Toyota Managing Director John Roca.
We've got a little bit of give and take today. Take in terms of we can take your calls, 131873, on All Things Automotive. Doesn't need to be about cars. It can be about finance, etc. But we're going to give you a lot today because it's about trying to avoid the spiralling petrol prices. Now, I just went through... John Roca, a very good afternoon too, by the way.
Afternoon, Chris. How are you?
Very well. John Roca, dealer principal of Sydney City Lexus, Sydney City Toyota, and now Sydney City Toyota in Glebe. Gee, we're feeling the pinch. I just went through those petrol prices. Some $2.19, $2.22. If you're lucky, you get under $2 if you do a little bit of shopping around.
Yes.
But then you've got to drive the distance to shop around, which defeats the purpose, of course.
That's right.
So what do you think? What are some of the tried, true and tested ways of avoiding being slugged with higher petrol prices?
I think we can't avoid the prices. I mean, I heard a funny story today. Somebody went into a petrol station and put $30 worth of fuel in their car and they drove out with the petrol light on. That's how expensive they are. But we can't avoid that. But I think there's a lot we can do to minimise the cost because we can be more economical with how we use our cars.
Right.
And I've got some tips here that I think would help a lot of people. And the first one is really to do, and we spoke about this during COVID, we spoke about tyre pressure. Your car was in the garage during COVID for a long time.
Yeah.
We weren't using them. We were talking about flat spots in tyres. Do you know tyre pressure is the biggest influencer, apart from your driving behaviour, versus how much fuel you use in your car?
What? If your tyre pressure is low, you're going to drag more fuel out of your tank.
Exactly. Imagine pushing a car with flat tyres.
Right.
That's a difficult push, right?
It's the same with the kids on their bikes. I always pump up the tyres because they complain when the tyres are flat. Oh, this won't pedal as fast as yesterday, Dad.
And I'll bet anybody driving, listening to us at the moment, has not checked their tyre pressure for a very long time.
I haven't.
I haven't either, to be honest. The tyre pressure can make a difference of 20 cents per litre if your tyre pressure is too low.
So we'd love 20 cents per litre off the price of petrol.
Exactly.
You can get it if you check your tyre pressure.
Check your tyre pressure today. If you're at the service station, check that because that is the biggest one. And you're also wearing your tyres out the wrong way. Your edges will wear as well. So it's a bit of a double whammy. So tyre pressure is the most important part, apart from having fuel in your tank, in driving a motor vehicle. So I'd check that as number one as my tip. Okay. You already mentioned earlier today, Chris, to download the fuel apps.
Well, there are a number of fuel apps, aren't there?
Absolutely, yeah. I've got New South Wales Fuel Check, Fuel Map Australia, and Petty. They're the top three. Petty, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're really, really good, and they're all telling you basically the same information, but I just had a look before we went on air. It ranges anything from 177 to 222.
Yeah. So where I am in Alexandria, there's a petrol station where I would normally get my petrol, which right now is at $2.19. But if I go to Marrickville, which is about only 1 kilometre further away, I can get under $2. Yeah,
it's worth the drive.
Yeah,
1 kilometre. Absolutely.
Okay,
no,
so that's good. So get those fuel apps down and just have a quick look because you will save 20, 30 cents if you're on the lookout for it.
Definitely. If you're on the lookout with flat tyres, don't bother.
Yeah, that's right. I've got to take a break. We'll come back with John Roca and your calls too, by the way, 131873. I love Nature V Power Pollen, and I keep saying just give it a go. That's because Power Pollen is keeping thousands of Aussies healthy all day, every day. And if you're a night shift worker, for instance, like a truckie or a nurse, taking Nature V as part of your daily routine can make a world of difference. Many Australians who take Power Pollen find that this superfood provides them with more sustained energy. It's ideal for working long hours and late shifts, and we can all use more help in that area, right? Nature V Power Pollen is priced from as little as $33 a month. To safeguard your health and well-being, wellness every day, it is fairly inexpensive and an easy way to help your immunity. Order now at natureb.com, BEE.com, and get 10% off your first order.
Traffic. Join Jim Wilson for Drive. Weekdays from 3 on Sydney's 2GB.
At Rozelle, the two-car smash at Victoria Road near Robert Street is just being cleared. It was affecting city-bound traffic at one stage. At Pimple, still got that truck broken down on Ryde Road near Minima Avenue. He's sitting on the shoulder of the road facing southbound towards Ryde. And at Mount Coringai, still got that truck broken down there too on the M1 near the Church Street overpass. He's also on the shoulder of the road facing southbound towards the city, so watch out for him. I'm Dennis Lee on Sydney's traffic leader, 2GB 873.
We are all looking for a safer home and workplace. But Active Pure technology has been scientifically proven to eliminate up to 99.9% of virus particles in the air and on surfaces, including those associated with COVID-19. This revolutionary chemical-free technology has been developed in the States and used on the International Space Station. Breathe easy with certified space technology. Active Pure, available at J&J Metro Air Conditioning, jjmetroairconditioning.com.au.
Well, Viking is the world's leading small ship cruise line. With no kids and no casinos, it's designed for the curious traveller. On a Viking cruise, you'll be immersed in nature, culture, science and history, from the rivers of Europe to the waterways of Scandinavia, the Mediterranean, Asia, Antarctica and beyond. Their award-winning fleet of ships is backed by the industry's leading health and safety program, so you can explore the world with confidence. Discover all 7 continents on board the Thinking Persons cruise line, Viking. Book now to take advantage of their special offers. Visit Viking.com or see your Viking agent for T's and C's. Discover all 7 continents with Viking.com.
It's value the Australian way at Coles with great fresh specials this week. Like sweet juicy raspberries, 100% Aussie and just $4 for a 125-gram punnet. This week at Coles. Offer ends Thursday.
TVs, fridges, mobiles, treadmills, dryers, laptops, heaters, speakers. Want it? Don't wait.
Snaffle it now.
Snaffle is the easy and affordable way to get what you want now. Snaffle has all the latest products from the biggest and best brands, all available to you for bite-sized payments. Choose to pay off over 1, 2 or 3 years. So if you want it, don't wait. Go to snaffle.com.au.
Snaffle it now.
T's and C's and elected criteria apply. Walker Stores Proprietary Limited, Australian Credit Licence 393023.
We're improving our service across Australia with dedicated NBN connection managers for new business NBN customers. Expert support to help get your business up and running. Visit telstra.com to find out more.
Question: who's behind the glasses at Specsavers? Optometrists. Yes, every Specsavers store has qualified, experienced optometrists whose only focus is improving yours. So book an eye test today. Should have gone to Specsavers.
What's the secret of a beautiful spring garden? What you plant in autumn, when the soil is soft and warm and planting conditions are perfect. If you choose from a range of our advanced homegrown Buxus, Gardenias, Morea and Viburnum at Flower Power, any 5 for $70, their roots will do all the hard work during winter and you'll have a complete garden makeover in spring. The best autumn plants and prices are in-store and online now at Flower Power. We're the garden people.
The Chris Smith Show on 2GB. At Binglee, receive a Woolworths e-gift card valued up to $400 on selected cooking appliances, dishwashers, fridges or laundry. Binglee.com.au.
9 to midday. I've got John Roca in the studio to take your calls. We'll talk about further ways in which you can save money on petrol shortly. Jack, go right ahead.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, g'day, fellas. Look, I'm just wondering, I drive an LPG vehicles. I've always driven them, love the products, and I see that the prices are going up with this, proportionate to the petrol, and it's got nothing to do with petrol prices or US prices per barrel. It's 100% Australian product. Rudd the Dud went and sold them off to China, I think, for about 2.5 cents a litre.
Yes. And we do...
We get it back, and no one wants to talk about it. We're being price gouged out of it. A great alternate fuel.
Yeah, it is, but look, I think gas companies are taking a little bit of advantage, but most of our gas is exported as well.
Exported, yeah.
And the other part with that is that we've got to truck the gas to the depots and they use diesel, and that's the issue. That's going up as well, so it's all adding up.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Michael's got a question about a second-hand hybrid. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah, John, I thought you'd best to know. Lexus hybrid.
Yes.
Can you get it in the smaller ones, like the sedans, like the 250 and 300 and that? Because I mainly see them in, like the SUVs and that.
Yes, you can get them in, if you're looking for a new or second-hand, you can get them in the CT, little hatchback like a Corolla, CT 200 hybrid, IS model. That's a 300H.
Yeah, after something like, say, 2008, 2010 or something, not that fast with Ks and that. A good car plus work car and that. And do they get to a certain stage where they don't have them through the dealer, they go through auction and that? Is that correct or not?
Yeah, definitely. It depends on the mileage. Dealers like to keep lower mileage vehicles. I've got a couple of these in stock and happy to help you with those if you want to leave your number with Jane. But you would buy a CT 200 hatchback for less than $30,000 in really good condition with low kilometres.
Well, there you go. Let's put Michael on to Jane so that they can be in touch. Now, planning your trip.
Very important.
Third piece of advice.
Yeah, so my third point was planning all trips during the week, and the most important trip that you have to plan is your grocery shop. Your grocery list, if you have a good grocery list and you plan your trips, it will save you fuel.
Yeah, we tend to go too often to the grocery store.
What would you think the average Australian's trip to the supermarket is per week?
Twice?
6 times.
No.
6 times.
So someone goes 12 times.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Well, Westfield's told me during the week that the average before COVID was 17 times. That was the highest, where they monitor people walking into a Westfield's.
In the old days,
building.
I remember Mum used to go to I think it was Safeway. We used to go to the supermarket on Thursday night. That was it.
Yeah, that's it. That's late night shopping Thursday night or Saturday morning. So I'm saying prepare a list, go once a week. And if you need anything topped up, get it delivered to you.
Yeah,
that's what I would suggest.
What about the way you drive?
Right, this is a really important one. Acceleration. If you accelerate smoothly in your car as opposed to hitting it as soon as the light goes green, you can save up to 60% of fuel on that trip. So gradual, acceleration out of a traffic light or a situation can save you 60% on fuel. Add that to your tyres being pumped up, you're in good shape for what we're facing at the moment.
What about stuff, like I've got stuff in my boot at the moment which should be in the house?
Yes.
Like there are a whole heap of kids' toys in the back of the boot. So you're carrying extra weight. Does that make a difference?
Absolutely. So the classic one is the golf clubs. We leave them in the car.
Yeah.
I'd be taking those out because that'll save you fuel.
Yeah.
My favourite, the pod on the roof of the car.
Yeah.
You're not on holiday.
You're not on holiday. I know you wish you were.
Yeah, you were. During COVID, you've left the pot on.
Yeah.
And that's your aerodynamics is just flawed. It's killing your fuel economy. So take the pot off the roof and empty your boot.
What about actually, sharing cars or sharing trips with others?
Carpooling for school pickups is a good one. So, you've got a lot of friends, a lot of parents or grandparents that take children to school. They know one another when they meet in the morning. Plan a roster. Say this week I'll take the kids, next week you take the kids, and everybody will save fuel as well.
Yeah, great stuff. Great idea. 5 terrific tips from John Roca. Sorry to the callers I couldn't get to. We can't do everything in the short space that we have, but great to have you on, mate. Thank you very much. Some really common sense. I'm also going to jump in the motorbike a little bit more too.
Yeah, let's all...
For those who've got one, is a great idea.
Great idea. And let's all check our tyre pressure today.
Yeah. Tyre pressure day it is. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Chris.
John Roca, dealer principal of Sydney City Lexus, Sydney City Toyota, and now Sydney City Toyota in Glebe.